Once upon a time in a peaceful and harmonious forest lived a nimble and swift rabbit named Roro. Roro was renowned throughout the forest for his extraordinary speed and agility. He would often boast to the other animals, declaring himself the fastest creature in the forest. His favorite pastime was to tease and make fun of the slow and steady tortoise named Soso. "Ha, ha, look at Soso inching along. If we had a race, I'd leave you in the dust," he would taunt her. But Soso remained unfazed by Roro's constant needling. She knew her own pace and was content with her steady progress through life. One sunny afternoon, as Roro was showing off his speed to a group of young rabbits, a wise old owl named Hoot, who had seen it all, decided to intervene. "Enough of this boasting, Roro," he said in his deep, resonant voice. "Your speed is indeed impressive, but true speed is not just about being the fastest. It's also about finishing the race." Roro, taken aback by these wise words, couldn't help but argue back. "But I always win the races, Mr. Owl. What else is there to prove?" "You may think that, Roro," the owl replied, "but there's much more to being a good racer than simply winning. Perseverance, patience, and strategy are just as important." Roro scoffed at these words, thinking the old owl was just trying to make things complicated. "Why should I bother with all that when I can just outrun everyone?" Determined to show the owl and the rest of the forest animals that he was truly the fastest, Roro challenged Soso to a race. "If you want to see real speed, Soso, we should have a race," he taunted her. All the animals in the forest gathered to watch as Roro and Soso prepared for the great race. The course was set, starting at the edge of the forest and finishing at the old oak tree, a majestic ancient oak that stood as a symbol of wisdom and endurance. The race was about to begin. As the animals lined up at the starting line, Roro bounced on his paws, eager to show off. Soso, on the other hand, remained calm and collected. When the starting whistle blew, Roro shot off like a bolt of lightning, leaving the other animals in the dust. The forest echoed with his triumphant laughter as he sped along the path. Soso, however, did not budge. She took a deep breath, closed her eyes, and began her slow and steady walk. As Roro raced ahead, his confidence grew. He glanced back and saw that the other animals were far behind. He decided to take a break and rest under a shady tree. "Ha, ha," he thought, "I've got plenty of time. That slowpoke Soso will never catch up to me." Meanwhile, Soso continued her steady walk, unwavering in her determination to reach the finish line. She didn't let Roro's taunts or the distance get to her. Her focus was unwavering. After resting for a while, Roro woke up and realized he had slept longer than he had planned. He looked up at the sky and noticed that the sun was higher than it had been when he started his nap. Suddenly, he remembered the wise words of Old Man Owl and felt a pang of regret. He had only thought about winning the race and hadn't considered the bigger picture. With renewed determination, he stood up and ran as fast as he could towards the finish line. As Roro hurried along, he spotted a group of animals cheering and clapping. He quickened his pace, hoping to join them soon. But when he reached the clearing, his heart sank. He found Soso standing patiently as the animals congratulated her. She had won the race. Roro was stunned and ashamed. He had underestimated Soso and failed to learn from his mistakes. As the celebrations drew to a close and the animals dispersed, Roro approached Soso with his head hung low. "I'm sorry, Soso," he said sincerely. "I thought my speed would be enough, but I forgot about patience and perseverance." Soso looked at Roro with her usual calmness. "It's all right, Roro," she replied gently. "We all have our strengths and weaknesses. Today I happen to win, but another day it might be someone else." Roro nodded, realizing the importance of humility and sportsmanship. "I understand now," he said. "It's not about being the fastest, it's about finishing the race with all your strength." From that day on, Roro and Soso became the best of friends. They trained together, helping each other to improve, Roro learned to control his speed and use it wisely, while Soso discovered that with a little encouragement, she could push herself even further. Their friendship became a legend in the forest, a testament to the power of perseverance and the importance of embracing one's strengths and weaknesses. The news of the race quickly spread throughout the forest and the surrounding areas, reaching the ears of a sly fox named Finnegan. Now, Finnegan was known throughout the forest for his cunning and trickery, and when he heard about Roro and Soso's race, an evil plan began to form in his mind. As the day of the race arrived, animals from all around gathered to witness what was supposed to be an epic showdown between speed and determination. The course was set, starting at the base of the tall pines and finishing at the babbling brook beyond the whispering willows. Roro and Soso, along with the other competitors, took their places at the starting line. A nervous energy filled the air as anticipation built among the crowd. With a blast of the starting horn, the race began. Roro shot off like a cannonball, leaving the other racers in a cloud of dust. Finnegan, staying close to Roro, exchanged secret signals with his accomplice, a sly weasel named Whiskers. Meanwhile, Soso started off at her usual steady pace, unfazed by the commotion caused by Roro and Finnegan. As Roro raced ahead, he noticed that Finnegan had pulled ahead of him. Puzzled, he turned back and saw that the crafty fox had tripped him up with a well-timed kick. Enraged and determined to expose Finnegan's cheating, Roro picked himself up and ran even faster, vowing to catch up. Not far ahead, Soso had reached the spot where Finnegan had tripped Roro. Seeing the disturbance, she stopped and calmly assessed the situation. She knew that Finnegan's sneaky tactics wouldn't work on her. With a resolute expression, she resumed her steady walk, ignoring the chaos unfolding behind her. As Roro closed in on Finnegan, the sly fox panicked. He tried to increase his speed, but to no avail. Roro, fueled by determination, easily overtook him and crossed the finish line first. Panting and proud, he turned around to wait for Soso, knowing that she had walked the entire course without any distractions. To everyone's surprise, when they looked back, they saw that Finnegan had vanished. Roro and Soso shared a knowing glance, understanding that the fox had intentionally sabotaged the race. Disgusted by Finnegan's behavior, the other animals booed and hissed, calling out his name. Shamefaced and defeated, Finnegan slunk away, his plans foiled by the courageous Roro and the steadfast Soso. As the cheers subsided, the attention shifted back to Roro and Soso. They had both completed the race with integrity, proving that honesty and perseverance were just as important as sheer speed. Together, they had not only exposed Finnegan's deceit, but also demonstrated the true meaning of sportsmanship and resilience. The forest echoed with applause as Soso crossed the finish line, a smile gracing her face. She had done it once again, proving that consistency and unwavering determination could conquer all obstacles. In the end, it wasn't just about winning the race, but about standing up for what was right and inspiring others to do the same. Roro and Soso basked in the adulation of the forest animals, their friendship and values celebrated by all. The memory of their heroic actions served as a reminder for every creature in the forest to stay true to themselves and never give up in the face of adversity.